Are we streaming? It says it's offline, but it also says we are streaming.
Do we want to...
Well, it's... Okay, now it's starting. This is so weird.
Well, I haven't adjusted my bra at any point during this interval, just to be safe.
It's bad luck. You should have been
Should
adjusted. Yeah, only when we're on camera. It's bad luck for you not to adjust your bra. Well, at the beginning of the live stream, clearly.
I'll do something else embarrassing.
Yeah. If it's working, if you can hear us okay, if everything seems to be good, please let us know. We've had all kinds of weird technical... We've never had technical issues before. It's always been... We've had like one minor technical issue, but it's always been, broadly speaking, serviceable.
I've been confused that we haven't had more problems than we've had.
Yeah.
So really, this is fitting.
Okay, I'm going to retweet this again. There we go. This is going very well.
Well,
all right.
it's chill.
Yeah, we're good. We seem to be fine.
Look at my arm. It's lighting up this whole corner of the room.
Oh, yeah, you are the source of light.
Man, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And I like that the light is kind of cascading rays onto the wall behind you.
Wow, yeah, that's me.
It's creating this kind of weird angel wing effect. Like you have one angel wing,
Yeah.
but not another. Like you had one of your wings plucked. You've been
No.
You've been half exiled from heaven.
The other half of me's fine.
Yeah, you sinned, but not all the way.
Not all the way.
Yeah. Hello. I think we're working. Do feel free to say hi in the chat.
Yeah, please let us know if this is working, because we've been struggling.
Yeah, we've been having some, what I'm going to categorize as very fun technical issues.
Super fun.
It's been a challenge. Hang on a minute. I might be able to... There we go. All I want to do is bang, 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 and then I cha-ching, take your money. All I want to do is live stream watching a movie. Is that such a difficult... Is that so hard?
We've never had problems before.
We've never had problems before. Everything has been fine. It's all... But it seems like we're good. It seems like... Yeah, I'm going to pause that part of the live stream. I just want to be able to see the chat. I think I need to reopen this window.
Please tell us what's happening.
Pop out chat.
It appears Molly and Ben changed the location of their live stream to... Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Facebook notification.
Yes.
Oh, surprise!
There we go. All right, so... Actually, I just put that... It should just be the link, right?
Oh, I got
Oh,
a notification that said, thus and so event has changed its location.
Yes.
So I thought that you changed it to here.
Yes. All right. So I believe Sandy and Jeremy pointed out that I think this movie is on Netflix, so you can actually you can watch it with us. Now we will be watching because I own it on Blu-ray because when you buy the other Ninja Turtles movies, they make you buy this one. So that's how we will be.
It is on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
So
You watch
free to watch
Teentle,
along.
Meentle, Neantle, Tootles, 2000 and Svootle. No, that's too much.
Nope, I'm not gonna try.
2007.
20 Osutal.
So yeah, so I'm going to put the disc in because that's how I roll.
We do it the old-fashioned
We
way.
are,
We're
yes.
old school.
Pepperidge
Analog.
Farm remembers. I don't know what Pepperidge Farm is.
You don't know
But
what
I'm told they
Pepperidge Farm
remember.
is? Do they remember?
Do they? I don't know.
I thought those are the people that make the...
Racism?
No, it's cookies.
No, they make the long cookies that offices have that no one likes.
Oh.
Right?
I think they just make
Are those the pirouettes?
Is it just...
Oh.
I thought it was just playing the movie, but that's the Warner Home Video logo, so I think we're fine. So here's... We're going to do a little bit of... there's all trailers now. What's it trailering for? Who knows?
Try to get you to buy a film.
That's how trailers work.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
Give you some information about the film.
Wouldn't it
and
be
how
funny if
really
it were a trailer for the film you were already watching?
I think this is actually the movie now that
Yeah,
it's...
This
It's
has some
just
scary
playing.
cartoon images and mild languages. I accidentally started it on my phone, and I don't know how to dismiss it.
Alright, so we're gonna... Okay, I'm gonna wind it back to the beginning. But we're gonna press pause. It's pause. Okay, so before we begin, I suppose. How do you want to open this thing? Because this is our last
This is
ever
our
live
last
stream.
live
This is our
stream.
last live stream. I think I don't want to say it's our last ever live stream because I'm sure that there will be something that comes up at some point in the future that makes us think.
That will be like, oh my goodness, we have to
Yeah.
address this.
And I think there's definitely going to be films in the future that we're both going to see independently and go, oh no, do we need to talk about this on the podcast? So there may be future live streams, there may be future like one-off episodes. I've been toying with it. Maybe we should talk about this off camera, but
yeah, maybe don't talk about it.
yeah,
Let's not fight in front of the children.
let's not fight fans. But this is not necessarily the end, but this is the ending of the show in its current form.
In this form, but that doesn't mean that we won't. And it doesn't have to be toy movies. It can be anything.
And it doesn't mean that we love you any less, and we want you to know that this is not your fault. Okay, sometimes
It just means you get to have 2 rooms.
Yes.
And 2
podcast Christmases.
Yes.
So there we are. Dan is in the chat. Yes. So
Fuck you, Dan.
I feel love.
That's my brother.
yeah.
Well, I figured you have the same last name, and I was like, maybe this is your ex-husband. You have really strong feelings about.
Yeah.
She hates him, but not enough to drop his name.
Yeah. It's all happening
We
in the
don't know that
apartment
she
today.
took his name. He could have taken her name, and he's.
Yeah, give me my name back.
So it's mostly going to be us. We do have a chair free in case
No, this
Mandy
chair is occupied.
occupied by Mirror Universe Jeff Goldblum.
I gave him a beard.
And you did try to give him devil horns, but it looked more
They
like
look
cat
more
ears.
like ears. I tried. My
Yeah.
artistic vision didn't quite come to fruition as I wanted it to. But
Yeah. So we're gonna watch the Teentle Meentle Neentle 2017 tools. I said 17, didn't I? I went too far.
No,
But that's too far. That's the
10
Michael
years.
Bay one.
Okay.
We're not doing Michael Bay. There's a part of me that is relieved that we are not touching the Michael
We talked
Bay,
about doing Michael
We did.
Bay,
and it didn't happen.
and I think I was like, "Do you want to do it?" And then the next thing I saw was you making the event with this film, and I was like, "Guess not."
Well, no, we talked about this, which is why I made
want
the
to read
event.
the conversation.
I don't remember the conversation.
But yeah, because I was like, "Do you want to do those and suffer?" And I think you pretty definitively communicated that the answer was no.
Yes.
You don't want to suffer.
Yeah, I mean, that's not to say we won't come back and do those at some point in the future, some indeterminate point in the future when I'm ready to process that particular flavor of trauma. We've been traumatized a lot doing this podcast.
Yeah.
But
Do you think we'd have acquired a taste for it?
like we kind of tried to
Like we
reclaim it
would've-
by rolling it into
we
our
would've,
own
like,
kinks.
fetishized
Yes.
it somehow. But we're not at that point yet. There's not enough exposure.
Yes. Hello to Dave Bulmer and
Oh,
Clinton who have
here.
popped up in the chat. We did Turtles in Time in the podcast, Clint. So we are we're
Is
not doing that
Turtles in
again.
Time the Japan one.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the one where they swapped underwear with those Japanese people
Yes.
from, was it feudal Japan? I don't know the history
That
of
whole
Japan.
episode was futile.
Yes, and yet here we are.
Yeah.
Do you need us to turn the mic up?
Oh, can you not hear the melodious
Because I can
sound
turn,
of my voice?
I can crank it. Let's do this.
Crank
Let's
it.
crank it up.
Crank it.
There we are. So I had the mic set to -6 dBs, which meant that Dave Berry was -6 involved. Which Dave Berry? Oh, I'm thinking of Dave Perry.
How many Dave Berries are there?
I was thinking about Dave Perry, who was on Game Master in the UK. I mentioned.
Can you hear us now? That's
Berry's
really
an
the
American.
information we're after.
Yeah. Yeah, my roommate's making me stare at his nipples.
I'm not making you stare at my nipples. I'm presenting.
Oh, I see them too.
Please shut the door all the way. All the
Sorry,
way.
Molly. Did I offend you with the bare male chest?
No, it's fine. All nipples are more or less interchangeable to me. You've seen one nipple.
They are interchangeable in that they screw off and can be swapped. You can
Yeah.
you go, just pop them on.
They all have the same threading.
Yeah. So let us know if the video dips at any point, if the sound quality could be better, because it can always be better. We're sharing one mic.
We may or may not take action on any of these.
Sandy says she can't hear the nipples. I assure you that is for the best.
Yeah.
So is there anything else we want to say before we hit play on this bad boy?
I think we're ready to go.
Now is a good time, by the way, if you have it on Netflix or you have the disc loaded up, to queue it up. We paused it right at the beginning, and we'll be doing a 3, 2, 1
Yeah,
click.
we're looking at the wavy golden
Yeah.
houses. You know what I mean.
Yeah. It's the Warner Brothers studio.
Is it?
It's the one you can see. It's the
Oh.
Warner Brothers studio. It's reflected in the Warner Brothers logo.
It's
Now-
never occurred to me to actually process that image and be like, what is... I just thought it's a golden neighborhood.
It's a golden
The
neighborhood.
golden neighborhood where the Warner Brothers grew up. Okay, those are studios. Okay, I understand now.
Yes.
Forget I said anything.
That-
I'm
it's
just
the-
gonna
no, no.
throw myself out that window.
It's the golden houses. Now the question I want to ask you, Molly, is who would you imagine lives in these golden
The
houses?
Warner Brothers, they grew up there.
It's their neighborhood.
Yes,
Their
it's
childhood
their
neighborhood.
neighborhood.
Oh no, I
They
actually
grew
like that
up in
better.
Little golden houses.
I like that a bit better.
With
Oh
all
well.
with all the Warner families, all their
Yes.
Warner brothers and sisters and their Warner cousins and
That one Warner uncle nobody
that
talks
one
to.
Warner uncle that
It's not that he did anything.
might
It's just
be on a registry.
there's the Warner aunt who lives with her best friend and no
Her
one
best
is really
friend.
her best friend. They've lived
Her
together for
longtime
40
best friend,
years.
yes.
They share one bedroom and no one's put it together. None of the Warners have clicked. I didn't know this was distributed by Warner Brothers, but I guess it makes sense because the first 3 were distributed by New Line, and New Line was bought by Warner Brothers.
Is everyone queued up?
Are you all queued up?
Are
Because
you
we're
all
gonna
queued
we're
up?
gonna
Are
hit
you
play.
looking at the wavy golden houses?
Wavy golden houses. All right, so we're gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Play. It's not. There we go.
Okay,
All right.
there we go. Yeah, they are wavy golden houses. I feel so stupid that that's never even occurred to me.
It's the sound.
Do we have sound?
We have sound. It's just
Okay.
silent at the beginning, I guess. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't know he was involved.
No.
No. Oh no.
I've changed my mind.
We do have to now watch.
Do you think I'm scared that everyone who's watching this on Netflix is just like putting a little penny in his pocket?
I hope not. I think the company just distributed it. I don't think that Harvold is involved.
He's gonna
Harvold.
personally monetarily benefit. Hey, there's
That's the same font from the Batman and Robin opening titles.
Is it?
It's the exact same font. It
And
is
they're
the
like exactly 10 years apart.
yeah. It's the font that was used for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
It's a flaming manhole cover.
This movie coming hot and fast right out of the gate.
Oh, can we turn on the suit teachers?
Oh yeah, let me do that.
If you're watching on Netflix, you can have it subtitled in Spanish. Sewers.
In the
The
sewers.
sewers.
There we go. Now you got your subs. Subs not
My
dubs.
subs not dubs. For real.
I mean
I
this
would
look
get,
this
I
is
would get that tattooed.
subs not dubs.
Subs not dubs.
Shred boy.
Wait, I thought he was just Shredder. Is
I think
he
he's-
the Shredder?
I
And
think
we
he's-
just dropped the V like Facebook.
He's sometimes Shredder, sometimes he's the Shredder. Hey, Shadow of Nexus, thanks for stopping by. This is kind of a closing stream for... I did a podcast with Molly called the Life Toyetic, and we did 50 episodes and wrapped it up. And now we're doing a farewell stream as we watch the 2007 Ninja Turtles movie.
These are very shapely warriors.
They're very shapely. Good for them.
They stay fit.
They're healthy. Look at that. That's definitely pre-rendered, a flat image that they're standing in front of. Cool. It looks good. I mean, the color grading's fantastic on this.
It just feels like a really, really long cutscene.
It does feel like a really long
This is
cutscene in
gonna
a
be
Ninja
feature-length
Turtles video game.
Cutscene.
Yes. So like a Hideo Kojima video game.
Yeah.
Like Metal Gear Solid. Luke's chopping vegetables in the bathroom.
Let's not embarrass your roommate
No.
on the internet.
I'll do what I want.
It's true. I don't have to live with him, so.
Yeah.
Oh, the planets will align ever so nicely. Okay, so this is just Hercules.
Yeah, it's Hercules. Yeah, James Woods is in this. I don't think that's actually true.
I haven't actually been paying attention to any of this information. Because I've been.
Have you seen Thor: The Dark World?
Yes.
It's basically that at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
It seems like.
Oh no, the lady! I've seen one woman very excited for this movie to maybe almost pass the Bechdel test. We're so close.
Excuse me. Thank you. Cat, please don't eat the cables. Dave asks, I haven't ended a podcast before. Do you have to fight to the death at the end of this? No.
No, no, yeah, definitely not. Definitely won't be doing that. Or at least not on camera.
Or forget his horrible.
So he's immortal now.
Okay, so I haven't been paying attention. He's immortal, and he's upset about it.
He's upset that he's immortal and he got his army killed. Do we want to fight at the end of this? I don't particularly want to fight.
I'm not very good at fighting.
You know, if you're going to beat anyone, it would be me.
I
I'm
can
made of
barely spar.
papier-mâché.
Are we talking about like a physical altercation, or are we talking about like verbally sparring, like a roast?
I would say verbally sparring is good. Shadow of Nexus, if you want to listen to the podcast, you can find it at thelifetoyetic.com. That's TOYETIC. Or you can search for it on your favorite podcasting app. We did 50 episodes.
Or your least favorite. It's probably there too.
Yeah. If you don't like using Stitcher, it's still there.
Who's this woman wearing a statement necklace from Banana Republic?
Look at these character designs.
I paid $35 for that.
I can't just walk into Claire's and buy another one because they're closed right now. So I'll have to do it tomorrow.
It is a nice excuse to go get a Cinnabon, though.
Oh yeah, it's right by the Cinnabon. And the Hot Topic's there as well if you don't mind going up the escalator.
Yeah. This is very much like Nickelodeon pilot.
This, but better than say Furby Island. I feel like
better than Furby Island.
Furby Island has set such a low
This is
bar
only
for
2
films
years
like this.
after Furby Island?
Yes, but Furby Island was never intended for a cinematic release. I don't know that this was originally intended for cinematic release. I feel like this might have originally been a.
Wait, so this got a cinematic
This did get a
release?
cinematic release, but I think it may have been originally intended for a straight to video.
The Ghost of the Jungle. He has a wife. He has a family.
Yeah.
How did he get? He seems like a good guy who just fell in with the wrong
Yeah,
crowd.
it happens to all of us. You know, we've all been there. We've all done it. I like that you can see his like face acne. Are we getting our first glimpse of Ninja Turtle?
And it looked like a turtle face.
Have you ever eaten an apple with a knife? It's great, asks J.
I've
Renee.
eaten a banana with a knife. I like to coin them and then I eat them off the knife and it makes me feel kind of badass. But I do it really clumsily. I don't know how to get it off of the knife into my mouth, so I just put the whole knife in my mouth and kind of spoon it.
It's possible
I'm not very graceful.
I'm terrified I will slice off part or all of my thumb.
Well, that's why it's good with a banana, because a banana you just use like a regular like silverware knife. You can lick it. You're not gonna cut yourself.
Now, this is interesting because we've had implied weapon use, but no actual weapon use.
It's a miracle, my Banana Republic necklace. My outfit looks so drab without it.
Finally, my order from Wish.com has arrived.
I waited 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I saw him. Thank you.
Is this a different woman?
Yeah, this is Sarah Michelle Gellar as April O'Neil.
He wasn't always.
Okay, this woman has the exact same face model as the other woman.
It's cheaper if they just render one, and then...
Just one woman's all you need. I was so excited because I thought maybe they were going to talk to each other.
No, don't be silly. Women aren't allowed to talk to each other in movies.
Sorry.
April O'Neil's kind of a badass in this already. I don't think we're supposed to know this is April O'Neil. It's just that I know from like pop culture osmosis.
Her hair is kind of vaguely red. Because she's supposed to be a redhead, right? April is?
Well,
Or
yeah,
one incarnation at least.
yeah. The cartoon incarnation is a redhead, but in the original comics she was black.
Oh. Wow. Well, that's disappointing. That she's white now forever.
And now we know which turtle this is. Because I like that his name appears.
Oh,
in-
she knows them. She's like,
Yeah.
hey, we've definitely fucked up Lucy. That look, they definitely have. I think she's done all of them.
And the local legend started sounding familiar, so I decided to snoop around.
Or I think based on each introduction, we're going to be able to tell which of the four she's done it with.
You always did run with a strange graphic.
So April O'Neil is a Tomb Raider now.
So she was a reporter.
Things aren't looking so good back home.
She probably was jaded by all the sexism
That
in
could be.
the industry.
Donnie's probably got everything under control.
I don't hate the character designs, but the mouths are weird.
The mouths are weird.
Have you plugged it in? Yeah, that would help. No, I'm not playing hard to get. I'm telling you, sir, it's not that kind of phone line. I'm not your enemy. I'm just Donnie, your friendly IT tech support, here to help you 24 hours a day, sir.
There's some grown-up jokes in this.
This is my job. This is my day job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would he take a job like that?
At least he's keeping busy.
Well, if he's doing that, who's keeping an eye on Mikey?
So time has elapsed. They are no longer teenagers, I imagine. These are now like college mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I think that because the implication is that these are this is set in the same universe as the first three movies.
He's a big hit.
Alright, let's hear it. What's Raph doing?
No one really knows. He just sleeps all
Okay, so he's clinically depressed.
Or a cat.
This is like Batman. Because it's a biking person. Because
Yes.
the girl likes the bike, and there was that
Yes.
subplot that didn't need to exist. Oh, he's a vigilante. He's a superhero.
He's Batman at night. At night, he disguises himself so that no one mistakes him for the superhero Raphael of the Ninja Turtles. And instead, he is, I guess, Batman. Oh yeah.
Now I want some Kool-Aid.
That was easier than I thought it was gonna be.
I just punched through a wall.
I love your work ethic, Tommy. It's an inspiration to us all.
Is that Jim Cummings? It sounds Jim Cummingsy.
Let's look. See, a lot of these guys they clearly have good hearts.
Yeah.
They just made some bad choices.
Jay, I think we can assume that the reason the Ninja Turtles have fingers is because of the ooze.
Because of the ooze. The ooze
Finger
makes
ooze.
you grow fingers.
Yeah. If you have too much ooze, your fingers start
Patrick
sprouting.
Stewart is in this.
Yes, he's Splinter, I believe.
Oh.
He's the
see,
rat.
I can get on board with that. Chris Evans is in this.
Who is Chris Evans in this?
Casey.
Oh, nice.
We
Oh, that's
haven't
pretty
seen
cool.
Casey yet. Patrick Stewart is Winters.
Oh, is he Winter? I thought he was
Who is
Splinter.
Who is Winters?
I don't know who that is. I thought he was Splinter.
Mako is Splinter.
Okay,
Which
then.
makes more sense.
Oh, I thought I had only heard that they dubbed it. I didn't know that he was.
He's doing our job for us.
Lawrence Fishburne is the narrator. There's a lot of big names in this.
Your training period ended a year ago. And Splinter says you don't write anymore.
Splinter sent me down here to become a better leader. I can't go back a failure. Besides, these people need me more than my brothers do.
And you can see how the was it the 2008 2009 Ninja Turtles cartoon was the character designs were kind of informed by.
Was that
this.
a continuation of whatever happens here? Was
I
it
don't know. I don't think so. Because I think they're different continuities.
I
But
know
so
this is gonna come as a shock, but I was not watching Ninja Turtles in my late high school, early college career.
I haven't watched a Ninja Turtle since, well, it's probably been about a month. But before we started doing the podcast, I hadn't seen a Ninja Turtles movie since '93.
But you owned them.
Yeah, I bought them with the intent of watching them because it had been a while.
Cowabunga Curl.
I do like this concept though of they are, the Ninja Turtles have drifted apart. What are they doing now? That's kind of it's a bit tropey, but
bit tropey.
as tropes go,
This is just like Bratz the movie.
yeah, it's a fair question.
Sewer. These people don't know how to say sewer. This looks very dangerous.
It could be.
I didn't realize Broad dates as far back
It's
as
2007?
2007. I definitely thought that was a
I mean,
recent
the
thing.
earliest I ever heard it, I think, was 2004, 2005.
Oh.
I think I heard it in an episode of Kim Possible, which might
Okay.
date it even further.
I didn't really watch Kim Possible.
I don't think the Ninja
This is
Turtles...
this is like an anthropological excursion. We're
Yeah.
just learning a lot about language evolution. I was waiting for him to get shredded into,
Tiny pieces.
yeah,
Yeah.
turtle mints.
I like that the Ninja Turtles now apparently have the kind of money to have hidden mechanical stuff.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, no one's home because he lives alone.
Yeah, they all left.
They all they're not here.
Is he supposed to be orange? Because it looks yellow.
Yeah, it's orange. It looks orange to me.
It's marigold.
Too real for 2007 Ninja Turtles movie.
Wow. Gift wrapped gangsters. His face scares me.
He's doing Griffin McElroy with the LED resume faces.
He is. He's just got so much teeth.
There's too many teeth for
Too
a
many
turtle to have.
Yeah. Too many teeth.
Too many teeth, too many
Too many
teeth.
teeth.
I suppose you think the Night Watcher's some kind of hero.
He looks so much more evil than the rest.
Oh yeah,
of
he's an
them.
evil Ninja Turtle.
Exhibiting around here.
It's his posture, right? It's how he's carrying
I like
himself.
how they all. The shell setup makes them all look like they're wearing like strapless ball gowns.
Yeah.
Like they're all wearing prom dresses.
Yeah.
I feel like men don't wear enough strapless stuff.
It's a little bit Ren Fair corset.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah. They've got a little bodice chiller with a flower in there.
That doesn't prove anything. Why couldn't you send him away for training?
Donatello, his home has become like an empty shell. Each of your brothers has strengths and weaknesses.
Love the character design on Splinter.
I like his little.
If you don't learn to recognize this, then all hope is lost for our family.
Aww. I'm waiting to meet Casey.
As voiced by Patrick Stewart. Oh, Chris Evans? Okay.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
If Patrick Stewart were Casey, I would be so sold.
If I ever direct an animated movie, I'm going to do a shuffle feature as a separate audio track where it shuffles who's voicing which characters.
So you have every actor do every character.
No, I would like have them pick names from a hat and then they have to dub the movie as that. You know, they have to dub that character. Would it cost more money? Absolutely. Would it make for a hilarious special
It would
feature?
be so worth it.
Yeah.
That you would make it up in like DVD and Blu-ray sales.
Yes.
Casey, what color is your hair? Are they dating? Wait, have April and Casey always been dating?
I think it was hinted at in
'Cause I thought
TMNT
that-
3 because he wasn't in the second one.
Oh, see, I thought Casey just kind of hung around and April
Was dating all
was
of
the
the
collective girlfriend of all
Yes.
the turtles.
yeah. This is how you know it's a movie from 2007 because she's got that flip phone and he's actually using his landline.
Ugh. Casey, you're a fuck up. I liked 90s Casey, live action Casey.
Yeah.
I think because he had long hair, I think this might be the only reason that Casey made an impression on me.
Because you liked his hair.
Never heard of winter sports?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
You're into everything. Real estate, technology, pharmaceuticals, hair gel.
I don't wear it.
not caveman enough for
Just
me.
make sure you don't touch anything.
I think he had a conflict. I think he was in something else.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah. Yeah.
Casey, you're such a fuck up. I can't believe I loved you.
Please tell me that wasn't you.
He's really bad at this. They're both really bad at this.
He's wearing a tie, which I think does not work.
I want a saber-tooth skull in my office. Hey, it's Nathan Fillion.
Miss O'Neill, all the pieces are coming together.
Oh, that's Patrick
That's Patrick Stewart voicing Nathan
Weird.
Fillion.
Yeah. If Patrick Stewart ever took over Nathan Fillion's body.
Yes.
I want to ask you before I go.
It's such an odd casting choice for that. Like, that character design does not scream Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. We've proven that Patrick Stewart is not as discerning as perhaps he ought to be when it
Yeah.
comes to accepting roles for animated features.
I believe this
I don't know, he was great in The Page Master as the pirate
Okay,
book.
but that was in the early 90s. He was a very good pirate.
But they're like family to me. I didn't choose them. Friends you choose, but never your family.
Okay.
Oh my god, this kid.
I think he's supposed to be like 40 now. I have no idea.
We don't know how much time has elapsed.
If you've come to kill me, could you make it fast? I've got a shareholders meeting at 10. I'd rather miss it.
That at least is a solid joke.
God damn it, the two ladies were almost in a room together. They could have almost spoken a word to each other.
I feel like there's like a Craigslist missed connections page for this
For
movie.
these women.
Yes.
All of them have the same face. All the three
Yeah.
women that we've seen so far all have the exact same face.
Well, it was 2007. Women only really looked one of three ways.
Yeah,
And this
it
is one of
wasn't
those
until-
ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Town that I'd like to roll out the red carpet for. Greet them warmly and bring them to me.
Oh.
Don't worry, they're impossible to miss.
They're toros. They're toros.
The lighting on that shot reminded me of the establishing shot of Stanley Ipkiss's. Sorry?
I just love pigeons, and that one was like extra chubby.
Here's an unrelated shot of a gargoyle from a different movie.
This is a crossover event with gargoyles.
Disney's Gargoyles, yes. Which is going to be on Disney Plus, I hear.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wait. Like they're remaking it, or
No,
like
the
they're gonna-
original.
Okay.
Which, I'll be honest with you, I had never actually saw. I've heard very good things.
It's one of those '90s kids things that I like pretend.
Only
I know
90s kids
about.
will understand this. I'm a 90s kid, I understand gargoyles.
I remember that those existed.
The entire cast of Star Trek The Next Generation appeared in it at some point or another.
Hope I'm not disturbing class. Hey, Night Watcher, need any teaching assistance?
Casey, you're such an idiot. I feel like they know each other intimately at this point. He's gonna be like, 3 fingers, I know who you are.
You may have everyone
And
else
it's very obvious who Casey is. Okay, they know each other. I hope they kiss.
Don't take your helmet off. Do you know how many CCTV cameras there are in the city of, I think, New York?
Probably New York.
Why is he wearing his red mask under his
He
helmet?
never takes it off. I think he was okay. So it's polyester.
Yeah.
And he was cooking one day, and the oil splashed in his face, and it burned him, and it melted the polyester, and it fused to his face. So he literally cannot take the mask off.
Well, that's too much pressure on the ankle. That's gonna cause
Yeah,
some.
that man's gonna die. All the blood's rushing to his head. He's at least gonna have back problems for the rest of his life.
First sign of pressure? No. The criminal element of this city may be guilty of a lot of things, but being acquitted.
Who's voicing Raphael in this? Because I'm digging this
Who
take on the
indeed?
character.
His name. Let me tell you his name. His name
My name
is
is.
Nolan North.
Oh, Nolan North. Oh no, of course it's Nolan North. Of course it's Nolan North. He's only voiced every character in every video game ever.
Oh. His birthday's Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Nolan North.
Happy Halloween, Nolan. Yeah, I heard of him, but he's apparently been in a shit ton of
You've
stuff.
almost certainly heard his voice
I'm
in
sure I
something,
have.
yeah.
But that's just me. I got my own issues, you know? Like back at home.
Like being an idiot.
There's this whole thing about settling down, but
Oh yeah, he's definitely dating April.
Why? No, April, you can do so much better
Then Chris Evans, really?
than Casey.
Oh, I mean, that's definitely true.
good job, Raph.
I like how in his IMDb photo, Chris Evans just looks kind of confused.
He's like, that's a
He's
camera?
like-
That's a phone. That's not a camera. Is that a? Is it also a camera?
Yeah,
Huh.
he was in character, I guess, for that red carpet walk. Kevin Smith is a diner cook. There's a lot of big names in this.
Arise, my brothers. Arise, dear sister.
The
Yeah,
one-
there's only one sister.
Arise, men, and one woman.
Generals, wake from your
The boys and girl of County Clare. I'm excited too, 'cause maybe there will be another woman at one point. Like maybe our 3 women. Oh, there's 4 women because there was Necklace Woman.
Necklace woman.
There was Beginning Warrior Woman.
Beginning warrior woman.
There's April.
There's April.
And there's Hood Woman.
Hood woman.
Hood Woman. So maybe we can get them all in a room together.
And they can talk about their feelings.
They can talk about they can talk about like let's get coffee and like help each other advance in our careers.
Yes. How did Michelangelo die? Oh, he choked to death on a chocolate bar.
Well, he's
In his sleep.
He's cradling a bunch of snacks. None of them are opened. I think he just has like an ASMR response to like the packaging, and it helps him sleep.
It could be the smell.
The smell too.
Neil, my son.
No, your son's name isn't Neil. It's
Neil.
It's Mike. Neil Angelo.
See, okay, if I had a beard that came down to here, open flames, candles.
Well, you notice all the
maybe-
candles are on the other side of the table.
Maybe not a prudent decor choice. Oh, but check out those acrylics. Damn.
Inside this box is my collection of Pogs. I've been collecting them for over 7 years. Michelangelo says Kay. Michelangelo. Neilatello.
Neilatello sounds like a dessert.
It does.
It sounds like a delicious dessert that's probably like orange flavored or
It
something.
could be, or it could be another name for that ice cream that's in like 3 separate flavors.
Like Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Things will be back to normal in no time, Master.
Good. Because until you get out this one, you are forbidden to fight.
He's forbidden to fight, or all of them are forbidden to fight.
Oh, it's
Well,
it's
he
a
hasn't-
blanket ban on fighting.
He hasn't done a very good job of enforcing it so far.
Sandy says Neilatello or would have Nutella in it.
See, then I can't eat it, and I want to be able to eat it.
But I'll have yours shortly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
I live to give.
considerate.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Oh, he wasn't okay. I can't fucking tell any of these kids apart. I'm sorry that I can't.
It's the color. They also have slightly different skin tones. I'm noticing.
So, let's see if I can remember this.
I'm like dreaming, aren't I?
No, Mikey, you're not dreaming.
Michelangelo is the orange because he just said his
Yes.
name. Raphael is red. That's
Yes.
pretty easy to remember.
Mhm.
Donatello is purple nerd.
Yes.
And blue leftover, Leonardo leftover. Whichever
Yeah.
one is leftover after you've assigned the personalities.
This is
Leonardo.
You are doing a better job of remembering which Ninja Turtle is which than I have of remembering which of the brothers from Mr. Osomatsu is which, because there's 6 of those
See,
fuckers,
that's too many.
and I can never remember who's
4
who.
is challenge enough.
I know Osomatsu is blue,
I heard his body turns into a plane. Or like a
and the minute I start
Raph
naming
is-
others, Mandy's gonna yell at me from the other
Raph
room.
is getting super aggro.
I trust you with a
big, pissy, angry eyes. It makes me wonder if he's gonna turn evil. I think there's gonna be some sort of fraternal quarrel.
Okay, Jungle Boy, grab a vine.
What an asshole.
Told us not to fight. Jungle Boy, good one.
Off they go. I remember this scene from Casino Royale.
What I always say, train by doing, dude. Mikey,
Didn't those come out at about the same time?
I think Casino Royale was 2005.
Oh, okay.
And then Quantum of Solace was the year after this.
there's a bunch of foot ninjas getting stopped.
Foot ninjas.
Pokemon are loose in the city of New York.
This thing is gonna run out of bodies. Yeah, so? Do you think we should help these guys? I'd rather enjoy the show. What do you say, fearless leader? I say we stop talking.
Wait, who's actually the leader? Is there a leader?
Yeah, they know there's the leader.
Oh, so that's another thing he's good for, I guess. I don't think of Blue as being coded leader. Because you think Red, that's the person in charge.
But how much of us thinking that Red is the leader is informed by growing up watching Power Rangers?
I thought Tommy was the leader.
He became the leader when he was the White Ranger, but the Red Ranger was traditionally the leader
Maybe.
in the beginning. Bye-bye!
See, he asked who were you working for because he's like, I know some other women that you can network with.
Find me on LinkedIn. That is the angriest Furby I've ever seen.
Oh my
says
god.
Kate.
See, this is actually Furby Island too.
It's a sequel. It's a stealth sequel to Furby Island.
I think it is because we already saw the jungle.
We saw the big man. The Patrick Stewart man is the man
That's
from
the
Furby
man.
Island.
He changed his accent. He worked with a dialect coach.
He just stole Patrick Stewart's
They're just
voice.
destroying this construction site.
I love
like-
that Raphael just did something physically impossible.
See, it's kind of nice because they're like, we're providing jobs for people in the city of New York because we're destroying everything and they're going to have to hire people to fix it.
Why we need jetpacks.
Oh no.
This is where your tax dollars are going, folks.
This is the pit from Mortal Kombat. Oh, they're dead. Okay.
Totally calling the architect.
Bobby. Hey, is that another lady?
I think so.
Yes, it's a look at those boobs. That's definitely. You don't need boobs that big. They don't need to be that big.
She has one stone nipple.
Yeah, she definitely has one nipple.
Took him a while.
I'm just trying to parse what I'm witnessing.
Uh-oh. Dude, it's the cops.
Cheese it.
Eat a good breakfast so you can run from the cops.
Yoink. Man, I can't believe that they killed a cameraman by having
Just to get that
yeah.
shot.
I mean, that's dedication to the craft.
And eight for skill. And
The one nipple is appears to be without sound. We haven't seen any subtitles for the nipple
No,
yet.
the nipple is. Do you think if you talk to your own nipple, do you pass the Bechdel test?
Seems to be the
Because I feel like that's the direction this is going.
That's the logical endpoint of the bit.
Before anything strange to you, never say anything.
I need to figure out what sort of volumizing spray she's using because her roots are like up
I'm
and out.
sorry that your illustrious group have been reduced to high
There's two women in the same room. They're in the same room.
karate.
I want them to kiss.
One of the women has been named. The other woman has not. So even if they talk about something other than a man, it doesn't pass yet.
So, how did
Maybe this lady will talk to April later about. I saw this third woman. We should all get together. I feel like we have a lot in common and we'd be good
Let's
friends.
go to IHOP. Let's meet up. We'll have a short
some
stay.
pancakes. We'll have brunch.
were there any
Does IHOP do mimosas? Because they should do mimosas.
I feel like you can bring your own mimosas to IHOP.
food our
I think if you just bring like a stealth champagne bottle and just ask for orange juice, and you can kind of you can spike it as you go.
I trust my family more than I trust you. You may be the eyes and ears, but they are the muscle. They will order together the remaining 12 of these abominations so we can finally see.
Oh, they're just little critters. They didn't ask to exist.
It's going to be quite a party.
I wonder who originally voiced this character before Patrick Stewart redubbed it.
Dudes, did anyone get the license plate?
Did he actually redub it?
Last night?
Yeah, because they had a different cast.
Oh.
And then they brought in like Chris Evans, Patrick Stewart, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I think a couple of the other people to redub over the top of it because they wanted names.
Your mom too.
And apparently, and I can't confirm this, I can't remember if I read this online or if I heard this from someone, but apparently Sarah Michelle Gellar during the dubbing, during one of the dubbing sessions said, "Hey, why am I recording over this fantastic performance this woman has given?"
Okay, so this is
I
my
feel so
fault.
bad because
I'm the only one that has to be responsible. I'm a trained master, not me, dudes. Get it? Here comes Splinter.
The 2003 Ninja Turtles series I have not seen. I've heard some good things, and I know that they did a crossover with the 80s cartoon, which the 2009 cartoon also did a crossover with the 80s cartoon. Yeah.
I've watched an episode of Ninja Turtles once.
Every ninja day should start with a healthy
The end.
breakfast.
Kitty,
Fills me
please
with
don't
pride.
rub your body on me.
Together again. You
I did
genuinely
take an Allegra,
be watching the stories.
so hopefully you won't kill me.
Split it, Junior. Cody is going to break up with Donna. I just know it.
We interrupted Gilmore Girls for this special news report.
Wow.
Monsters loose in the city. Strange reports are coming in tonight about
That
a
is
construction site incident that sounds like something out of
definitely
some-
Billy West.
Leonardo, I am more
They would never interrupt Gilmore Girls.
You were there.
You wouldn't have to.
Gilmore Girls is sacred.
I was counting on you to bring order to the chaos of this family. This is why I have forbidden any surface activity. We cannot return to the surface to fight.
Hello, hello!
If we continue to fight each other.
People keep pouring into the stream.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how many people are with us right now, but it's some.
It's a handful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's any other famous folks.
I'm gonna have a look, see how many people are watching right now. We have
There ain't no other solution.
Save the brute vigilante junk for that night.
9 people watching with us. That's pretty cool. Thanks, 9 people.
I'm going out.
Is he being a little pouty piss baby?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
I think Raphael is.
He's usually the pouty piss baby.
He's making some bad choices.
Everyone, this is my cat. This is DiGiorno.
He's very friendly,
Yes.
which is bad news for me because I am allergic.
But you came
But
prepared.
I came prepared. I did drug up. So we're gonna say a prayer. Oh, he's so cuddly. He's got little white toes.
He's a pizza cat. DiGiorno's doing alright. He's still not eating.
He needs some dental work.
Yeah, he may have to have some teeth removed.
Yeah,
He
he's
has-
probably just uncomfortable.
Yeah. He eats every now and then, and I have him on antibiotics. So we'll see what happens. But he's still very affectionate. He's still very playful.
They're catching all the critters.
They gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Are you gonna speak, woman? I just want to hear your voice.
Hello,
Please
it's
speak
me.
to me. Yeah, I bet that's what she sounds like. Yeah, it's basically Pokemon. Do you think this is
Oh,
Ash,
wow.
Ash Ketchum all grown up?
Yes, this is an elderly ass catching. I'm glad to hear that Totoro's doing well. God, how old is that cat now? Because that's been it's been 13, 14 years?
That's an old kitty.
Yeah.
Why are they together?
Because there are no other characters to pair off on this show without it being very weird.
She's driven and intelligent and and talented, and he doesn't even have nice hair anymore, and he's kind of a fuck up. He's kind of lazy. I don't like him. Casey, why'd you do this to me? You broke my heart.
From a cameraman cameraman.
Casey, come look at this.
Casey.
I'm afraid your husband has left you
For a turtle.
for a younger turtle.
What's this all about, Raph? We got bigger things to worry about than I think criminals. Like what?
Critters.
It's a Zubat.
Let's go catch it. I got my great ball.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great.
What a great ball. Are you watching the movie?
I think he is. I think he's like, Papa, are these positive male role models that I should
Yes.
emulate?
I mean, not so much Raphael, maybe more Leonardo. Although Leonardo has depression, so...
Oh my god, it kind of is a Zubat. Oh no.
What's going on, Raph? Did I mention we ran into a monster last night? No, you kind of failed to tell me about that one, buddy.
Oh man, a John Woo Ninja Turtles movie would be something else.
Oh no.
What? I thought they were history.
Yeah, I remember when this came out in theaters. I didn't go and see it because I was, how old was I? mean, I would have been 2021 when this film came out. And at that point, like, my interest in Ninja Turtles had
Waned.
long since waned, yeah.
Yeah, I had never even heard of this. I didn't know that this came out at all. I don't run in Ninja Turtle circles. I know it's a shock.
You don't go to the cons or anything?
I don't.
You weren't on any of the Usenet groups or the BBS boards? You didn't go to any of the roleplay servers?
I did not.
If you ever want to piss off a Ninja Turtles fan, when they ask who's your favorite, always say Venus.
I love Venus.
She's great. Can't get enough Venus.
She's so shapely. Oh, so these guys don't speak. So we will never hear this woman's voice.
And maybe they'll speak towards the end of the movie.
Maybe. Maybe they're possessed and they're actually good. Smoke pellets sound like a euphemism for farting. Okay, oh, I just dropped a smoke pellet. Why is he panty?
Oh, I was not paying attention. I was seeing
Is
what
it
people
because
were
he
saying on
has
the chat.
asthma and he's like, I shouldn't have breathed that smoke? It's funny. It's a funny joke. Look at these jokes and clips.
Question for Molly.
Yes.
Have you had to deal with Ben's love for Worms at all? The game.
You talk about worms a lot. You've never like forced worms upon me.
No.
You've been very hands off about that. You've been very
Yeah.
respectful when it comes to my worm boundaries.
Yeah. I haven't even like sat down and tried to
I
teach
don't-
Mandy how to play Worms.
I've never seen you play worms. Like, you talk about playing worms, you talk about worms, and I'm like, okay. And I have like a vague concept of what that means, but I've never actually witnessed it. So that would be interesting.
My dream is still to try to turn it into some kind of like esport, because I think Worms could very easily become the golf of esports. Because
It's
I
just
want to.
always on. We can kind of zone in and out.
But you wouldn't want to listen to it on the radio.
No.
I saw this movie once. I just don't remember it anymore. Yeah, I've seen it nunts, and I don't have any memory of it either.
Oh, so you've never seen this?
I'd never seen it
But
before.
you own
now.
it.
Yeah.
Is it part of the
The set, yeah.
Okay.
This,
I'm glad it can help you watch the movies that you've already purchased.
we should do. We could do a podcast not called The Backlog, because I think that's already a thing, but where I go through and watch all the movies I've bought and then have never
It's
sat
like,
down
I've
and
never
watched.
watched this. Uh-oh. That's no good.
If he doesn't have that scar on his shell for the rest of the movie, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah. Continuity.
It'll be all right.
Gotta update our assets.
Well, at least his personality's still intact. And there's an engraving on it. Looks familiar.
No, it doesn't. It looks like a bunch of circles.
Would it help things if I told you that those statues you collected for that Winters guy were shooting these things and being around?
Yeah. It can't be. It was just a minute.
It was just a Saturday morning TV show on Nickelodeon. It ran from 1996 to 1998.
What are you talking about?
52 episodes. Just enough to get into syndication.
1,000 years ago, some blue
It bothers me that her eyebrows don't match her hair.
portal to another.
It looks like she bleached but did not tone.
Oh, they're watching the opening of the movie again.
Oh, okay. Cool. They're like, we need a couple more minutes.
And when the portal opened, the energy from it gave the warrior eternal life. But it also turned his generals to stone.
Ooh.
What if this warrior just kept living forever?
Nathan
He
Fillion.
would spend the rest of his days in regret, spending all of his riches and all of his power to find a way to revive his stone generals.
There's a lot of logical leaps you're making, April O'Neil. Noted
Yeah.
reporter, April O'Neil.
Just maybe, he's built a new empire.
How many historical figures do you think this guy has fucked?
Oh, you know, all of them.
Probably all of
The
them.
Sarah Palin answer is always the right one.
But hey, like I said, it's just a minute.
But hey, I literally am just making this up.
Trust me, guys, this has Winter's name written all over it.
How do you figure that, Tommy?
Yeah. Because this has Winter's name written all over it.
Now I know who to thank for the shot me on. So where do we find
Yay, now I won't get dengue fever.
That he has his name written all over it joke works better if we can see that his name is actually written on it, which we did not see.
Now's the time. But I'm not gonna stand here and debate Splinter's.
Ben, was this movie called TMHT in the UK? No, it was only the 80s cartoon that was renamed Hero Turtles, and any of the games based on that cartoon. When the 2003 series started in the UK, and the movies as well, the movies from the 90s, those did not have Hero Turtles. Those were explicitly Ninja Turtles.
They're heroic ninjas.
Yeah. They did re-record the opening title theme for the 80s cartoon.
So it said Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
Yes.
That's funny. That's commitment.
That's the one I watched as a kid. We only got like the first 2 or 3 seasons because they got tired of like cutting chunks out of it to appease the UK censors.
So many fancy artifacts. There's a lady. I bet he fucked that lady.
Picking up the pieces. What is it?
So they can speak.
Well,
Yeah.
by all means, let's finish it.
I want to hear the lady.
We'll finally be free.
I want to hear what her stone nipples have to say.
But if the curse is broken, we will no longer be immortal. Brother, do not question my command.
Okay. This movie is all about siblings not getting along.
Yeah.
The portal is set to open.
The fact that there were several games based on this movie and none of them were a skateboard simulator a la Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is
An
heartbreaking to me.
oversight, for
Yeah.
sure.
Monsters within hours. Within days, the country.
I wish I could draw perfect circles that easily.
Oh, so it's like Haley's Comet, only monsters come out.
What is
Yes, I guess so.
The deal?
what is
With
Mikey's,
airline food?
What is Mikey's deal? What is his personality trait?
Surfer.
Why do we
Which I
That's
guess
his
they changed to
personality.
skateboardsman.
Skater. Okay, so that's his personality. I just wonder where he acquired that accent.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before where like
They all
each of the
have
Ninja
different
Turtles
accents.
have different regional
Even though
American
they've all
accents.
spent their entire lives in a sewer in New Amsterdam.
There was someone mentioned the games on the stream, in the chat. So there was a Game Boy Advance game based on this movie, and I think it was published by Ubisoft. That is very similar to the scrolling beat 'em up games that Konami did in the '90s, which is it's a really good game. The Game Boy Advance TMNT, but the games for the DS and the PS2 and so on were not quite as good. It's everyone's favorite movie character, Coffee.
Maybe stop keeping bodies in there.
They're playing my song.
What is he doing? Oh, is there a button?
Don't get up. I'll serve myself.
That man is being very chill.
It's chill because the freezer.
The man at the counter was just sitting there.
You want to watch it, Papa? Yes, you do. You do.
Huh.
What an interesting. This is definitely a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Betty definitely seems like the song to play with this
Yes,
sequence.
it's appropriate.
But it should explicitly be the Rayman version.
That is my favorite version.
Yes.
'Cause I know all the words to it. It's just.
Yeah. They're doing a new Rayman game for that for the Apple Arcade thing for iPhones.
Oh my god. I've like cried every day since we finished playing through Legends, and I need a new one immediately.
It would be good.
I am not a big gamer, but I can really get into some Rayman.
Yeah.
It's just so cute and it's so French. It's so French and colorful, and I love it.
The art style's
Take your
fantastic.
vitamins. Now you have gas.
The alien's teeth just clipped into the meat. There were no bite marks in the meat where it bit into. That is true.
Maybe his teeth are collapsible, like those knives. Yeah, the guy at the counter is just super chill.
Question for both of you. How well do you think the CGI has aged? I think not well. I think
this looks like something that you would see on the television.
definitely I would say this is on par with stuff we're seeing on TV now. But I think that for the time this is, I would say, better looking than, say, the first Toy Story. But I would say
but that's 12 years after
Yeah.
the first Toy Story.
yeah, but I'd say in terms of like 2007 CG,
Yeah, I think
this
is on par with smaller studio CG animation from that time period.
I mean, considering some of the movies we've seen from around that time, like again, Furby Island came out only a couple of years
But
before
that was for
this.
TV. I'm thinking of like Hoodwinked and stuff like that, and that got a theatrical release.
I think this looks better than Hoodwinked.
It looks better than Hoodwinked.
Yeah,
I'm
Hoodwinked
thinking of,
looks made for TV even for the time.
like a smaller studio.
Yeah.
Like a non-Disney, non-DreamWorks, non-Pixar from this time period. This is about on par with what I would expect.
Yeah. Some of it looks. I mean, this is great.
This looks fun. I'm appreciating the color design.
Yeah. The color design's fantastic. Like this is a beautifully graded movie. The lighting's good. The set design is good. That's great. That's gorgeous.
One perfect shot. See, the rain actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. And this is like post Shrek 2. Like Shrek 2 was one of the first like theatrical all CG animated movies where they did that wet look. Yeah, this looks great. This looks really good. This does. I don't think it looks quite as good as a film that would come out this year, but I think it holds up pretty well. This came out the same year as Ratatouille. We need to remember.
The light and the rain on the rooftop is so good. I love it.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now.
Oh god, it's so good. It's genuinely one of my favorite film jewels.
They're siblings.
They're siblings, so it's weird.
Yeah, but also fictional, so it's fine.
But they're fictional, so it's fine.
Yeah. So they should kiss.
I'm sure there's pre-existing fanfic that was spawned from this scene. Some excitement. See, he wants to kiss him.
Honey on my aim for my secret brother.
For my secret. He doesn't know. You're talking a big fucking game for someone who's clinically depressed.
Tiger uppercut. See, he's Batman.
He's Batman. He's like, God damn it.
What?
Are you really fucking surprised?
You are so smart. You know that? You
Yes.
think the world revolves around you, don't you?
Yes, I
You
do.
couldn't possibly survive without the mighty and powerful Leonardo to guide us through our problems, huh? Well, I got a newsflash for you. We got along just fine with
Oh, he's sad. He's not angry. He's just sad. He's just sad because he missed his bubby.
Family? Hey, come on, what were you thinking?
That's so sad. Oh, okay, so now it's like a family drama thing.
Hey,
And
I was training to be a better leader for you.
oh,
Why do you hate me for that?
oh, they're mad because they love each other so much.
They should kiss.
They're just mad because they love each other. That's all that's happening.
And more importantly, I'm better than you.
Whoa.
Oh, now you're just being
That's a
a
little
dick.
strong.
Oh, you know something, big brother.
I thought they were all the same exact age. Are you really gonna tussle?
I'm done taking orders.
So we're gonna kill each other.
They're gonna kill each other.
That's a great shot.
Cause they're gonna kill each other because they love each other so much. It seems ill-advised, but I like watching the rain splash.
We're too close to that sign. You can see that it's just a transparent PNG.
See, this is actually really nicely lit and rendered. Like, I think when it's dark and in the rain, this works really well. As
Yeah.
soon as they get into daylight, it's very cartoony.
Yeah, when they have like multiple different colored light sources as opposed to just, you know, perpetual golden hour,
Yeah.
it looks really, really good.
Oh shit. What are the pokey things called again?
The
Is it a
sigh?
sigh?
Yeah.
I remembered. I can't remember how it's spelled, but
Little big, big teeth.
they all have chiclet teeth. Oh, he's like, I want to kiss you. And I don't know what to do with these feelings I'm having. Oh, sorry I broke your sword.
You broke your little ships.
You broke your little ships. Shit. That's not good.
That's just bad timing.
This is actually like a really good, like a well-written scene
Yeah.
that did what it needed to do, and now there's a lot happening. I actually really like it.
I'm being honest, a lot of this film that I've been able to pay attention to has been very good.
Yeah,
This,
what I've managed to absorb.
yeah, this might be my favorite of the Ninja Turtles movies that we've watched. We're in the third act though, so it could all go downhill very
It
quickly.
could all fall apart. I just want to see
Like
a
the third
woman-
act of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I just want to see my two ladies talk to each other.
Yeah.
Please, just pass.
Even if it's, hi, I'm Greg. Hi, I'm whatever I said my name was earlier. This weather, huh? Uh-huh. Pass.
And they leave. I would take it.
No, I want to play the video game. I want to play the game based on this.
It sold you.
Yeah, I might end up live streaming the Game Boy Advance TMNT game
It's
later
worked
this
its
week.
toyetic
Yeah.
will on you.
I want to buy all the action figures. I haven't. I have not owned a Ninja Turtles action figure since
Yeah,
1992.
you don't. I don't see any in your collection.
Maybe it's time. You know, maybe it's time to rekindle that love. I rekindled my love of Doctor Who, and it has been very expensive.
Yes, I can see that.
There are 2 animated Doctor Who specials that I know own on Blu-ray.
I didn't know there were any.
They did 2 when David Tennant was the Doctor. One called The Infinite Quest, which was animated in Flash,
Huh.
and one called Dreamland, which is set in Roswell.
Please tell me one of them is stop motion.
No, that's CG.
I wish
It looks worse than this. It looks better than Furby Island, but worse than this.
Oh no. I'm
Neil's
tired.
not here.
I'm
Neil got kidnapped.
I put my spoon in my bowl. And microwave.
I tried to eat soup with a fork like an idiot.
I was eating an apple with a knife and I cut my tongue. I was trying to be cool.
Master Splinter, I did something very stupid.
But you must realize that while at times you may not be my favorite student,
You are my favourite son.
doesn't mean that you are my least favorite son.
No, that's clearly Donnie. He works in a call centre now.
Yeah,
Well, to a fault.
he's got benefits.
Of a great leader as well.
He's a 401k.
He gets vision and dental.
And with those big teeth, he's going to need it.
I messed up big tonight. I mean, big.
I killed my brother.
I killed him.
Every one of these movies involves one of the Ninja Turtles getting kidnapped.
So he watched his brother being taken, and he's instead of being in a frenzied panic of like we need to get him back, he's like very calmly saying, "Hey, so you know, I did a big fuck up.
I hecked up real
I
bad.
hecked up."
It's a kid's movie. Our father, who art a rat. Although Sandy says he looks more like a cat.
He's got the nose of a German Shepherd.
Mm.
He's got this German Shepherd snout of where it goes like. He's got a little German Shepherd nose. So he's like a dog, cat, rat.
These Ninja Turtle designs are better than the Michael Bay ones because the Michael Bay ones have Shrek nostrils.
The Michael Bay ones are horrifying. So in that sense, these are superior inherently.
Question for Ben: What did you think of Cosgrove Hall's Doctor Who, Scream of the Shulker, and the Invasion? I thought the Invasion was pretty good. I liked it. Scream of the Shulker it's Paul Cornell writing Doctor Who, which I liked. It's not brilliant, but I enjoy it. I own it on DVD. I own both of them.
Of course you
on
do.
DVD. Yeah, I own all of it on DVD.
You're owning them on DVD does not.
It's
does
not an
speak
indicator of
to-
quality.
Yeah.
Although I don't own the K9 spin-off series that Australia made. The country of Australia made a spin-off of K9, the robot dog. It's bad.
Does it have anything to do with Doctor Who?
Yes. Because K9
Doctor Who dog.
is a Doctor Who dog. But none of the other Doctor Who characters appear in it. They just licensed the dog.
So his only weapons are sporting equipment?
Yeah,
It's
I guess
not
so.
practical at all.
No, but you can show it in a
It's
card.
bright fucking yellow.
You can't go trick or treating.
Without your mask. It's a good thing we have a 3D printer. So I can just make you a replacement. She can do so much better.
Sky Anus.
It really is.
It's gayness.
The skiness.
Are you talking about what the loser Casey is this one?
Yes.
Still might as well star Gerard Butler and be called Casey has fallen.
No one gets into power. No one interferes. No one bears witness.
No bears witness.
No bears.
No bears allowed.
They're very sensitive, so we don't want them to witness this. It might upset them. Those people are very fast and quiet.
Considering they're made of stone.
You've got to be kidding.
Is it a woman? Oh, well there's... Okay, so... Maybe they'll talk to each other.
What? Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, Fillion. Patrick
Yes.
I don't think they're teenagers anymore. I think they're college age now.
They have the same mutation that forces them to live lives forever. Mine keeps them perpetually.
Oh. Fuck.
Dead. Into the scanus.
Into the anus. You know, when you have Taco Bell, it feels like a beam of pure energy is shooting through your anus. This is Hercules.
At last, after
But they
10,000
didn't-
years, I am free. Time to conquer Earth.
They didn't. Oh, they didn't catch the last critter. Cool. Why do they need to catch all the critters? They need to catch all the Pokemons. Did they put him in one of the things?
No time for giving orders is over.
Will the woman say something? I just need to know that she can talk. I need to hear her speak. Please. Ma'am, please. Please say something.
Immortality is a curse. Brother, trust me. I've lived long enough to know we have to find that 13th monster. It's time to end.
Oh, he's a good guy. That's kind of cool. He's a bad guy.
I thought that his whole he's trying to commit suicide.
I mean, technically. But he's also trying to stop all the monsters. This piece of music has the feel of one of those forgettable songs that you associate exclusively with the first Ghostbusters movie. But also it's got rap in it.
Yeah, this is very generic sounding.
You see Kill Bill O'Neill over there?
I did see her. Confused as to why she's wearing yellow. See, I understand rats need their tails for balance, but in these kinds of settings, a tail just strikes me as a liability.
Yes.
I would like roll it up and maybe put like a hair tie on it. Just keep it, just tuck it. Just tuck it.
Two cool things I like that April is a more hands-on character in this, and I like that that Splinter's getting involved.
Yeah.
As
I like
opposed
that
to
I like
being
that
Elmo back at
Splinter
base.
is part of the action.
Yeah.
I don't like that April is a very accomplished woman who puts up with her loser boyfriend who's a total fuck up.
I'm being asked if I'm going to be making more Port Center. The answer to that question is yes. I'm working on another video that's a possible pilot for another show I want to do. And then I have a couple of other Port Center episodes I want to make. But you can watch all the new Port Center I've made over the last couple of years over on Filmjoy at youtube.com/Filmjoy. And I'll put that link in the chat like this.
You type so fast.
For henpeck typing, yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you can do this and you're still faster than me.
It's a lifetime of practicing it wrong.
I know. I'm sorry I attacked you and maybe almost killed you.
You're a turtle who's a ninja.
I wanted him to like violently vomit onto his feet to be like, you deserve that. I like how they all have slightly different builds as well.
Dan says, Molly, you just have to get good. I'm assuming it's typing.
I'm a pretty fast typing person. I can do like 90 words a minute.
Looks like someone got to him before us.
This film is now giving me severe Ghostbusters vibes.
Well, you
and I
got
can't
the-
really articulate why.
Not so immortal, huh, dudes?
Shit.
Their time's run out, hunters.
I wanted to. Please let me die.
Hit my head pretty hard and seeing giant turtles.
That's just the
We
shrooms.
know what you're up to, Winters. We know about the portal, and we think that it's time you sent all these monsters home.
Me too. That's what I'm trying to do. I just want to die.
It's time to put an end to the curse.
He just wants to die. Just let the old man die.
That's what this is about, you. Penance. I must return all 13 beasts, or our curse will continue.
Have the critters been running around for 3,000 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the woman going to speak? We've got 3 women in a room now? Are there 3 women now?
At least 3 women in
There's
this
at
room.
least 3 women in this room.
My brothers, I have no purpose for you.
One monster still free. The curse will never be broken. Began all those years.
What's your name? Tell me your name. Because the way they cut between that, it's like she was speaking to her. What's your name? Tell me your name.
The food ninja is not without honor. We work for winters, not you. Okay, what does that mean? My name
You did it!
Yeah! Yay! That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I can die now.
You can die now.
I can die happy, like winners. Now I just want to die, because like I've done...
Where are your car keys so I can
I've
move your
done-
car if I need to?
I've done what I needed to do on street cleaning days.
You're just gonna Thanos click, snap
gonna-
away, just gonna
just gonna-
evaporate into dust. It passes the vector
It
test.
passed.
Bury my keys at Wounded Knee.
Very, yes. Okay, now I'm satisfied.
Sandy in the chat is equally excited. Sandy, this is why you're our favourite, don't tell the others.
Don't tell the others.
Splinter is less a rat in this film and more of a red fox. I mean,
Yeah,
a red panda.
we're trying to determine what animal he most looks like. I think he has the snout of a German Shepherd.
Okay, yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Yes, he's very canine. All over. The most rat-like he's ever looked is in the 2 new ones. Straight up looks like an actual rat.
Does he?
Because it's so realistically animated.
I haven't seen either of the new ones. Because I have a self-preservation instinct.
I like them. I mean, like, not like. I can say they weren't good movies and still be like, I like them. They're better Ninja Turtles movies than 2 or 3. The first one's better made. The second one is more fun.
No thanks. I'm good.
I'm gonna poke you with my pokey.
It's a double entendre. I'm good in that
I'm good.
I don't need that, and I'm good in that I'm a good
I'm
person.
a good person. Yes, it's true. What the fuck does that mean, sir?
It means he's involved in the action, which is not something he's traditionally done in
okay.
previous films.
He's really excited because he's like getting his groove back, much like Stella did in 1997. Not my mother, Stella, the subject of the film.
Your mother's name is Stella?
Yes,
I thought her name was Lindy.
that's what she's gone by her choice since she was a kid.
Okay.
Because her name is Stella Lynn Glover.
And you've just doxed your mother on the live stream.
Yeah. Please.
And her social security
You're gonna look
number.
up all her traffic violations.
Yeah, please. She has none.
She's got 3.
That would imply my
unpaid
mother never
parking
done anything wrong.
tickets.
Which is not true.
I'm gonna call the Lexington police.
It's okay, Dad's armed.
What's this stream about? We're watching the 2007 Ninja Turtles movie and talking
Yeah,
over it.
And we're talking about Luke's
My
parents.
roommate is doxing his own mother as we speak.
Using her name.
A full legal name.
Okay, I don't. She's offline enough. Yeah, the quick version is that because her name is L-Y-N-N, she her parents are out. She's calling herself Lindy.
Lindy.
L-Y-N-N-D-Y. And that's just what she's gone by.
She looks like a Lindy. She's like cute and sweet like a Lindy.
Yeah, she adopted it.
This is the best TMNT movie. Oh, this is my personal favorite. This is the first time I've seen
This is
it.
the least offensive
Yeah.
one I've seen so far.
We're immortals made of stone, doo-da, doo-da. Without the final monster to break the curse, we'll never be stopped.
Deus Ex Machina, Deus Ex Machina. April O'Neil's gotta take care of her trash fuck boy. Casey.
Casey is a fuckboy.
He's so useless in this film.
Wait, we've never seen that monster before. Where the fuck did it come from?
It's shit.
When a mummy monster and a daddy monster love each other very much.
It's different shit that's trying to crawl out
Like,
of the portal.
that the last monster would have been teased in some way? Like, it would have been a bigger deal of, like, that's the last one. Oh no.
Ghostbusters.
It's like a giant penis ejaculating into the sky.
Into the sky.
Man, I'm a straight male and I didn't even see that. That's incredible. I just took a shower. And
Into the sky hole.
What do you think the local weather service is
Wait,
saying?
what do you think straight sex is like?
You point directly upwards.
Just fucking does downward dog over the man, and you aim up at her, and then you just like
You
hope.
just crouch over.
That's why Tiger Woods has so many mistresses because he's so great at the hole in one.
Yeah. It just shoots straight up.
Yes.
No, they're better. Hey, no, just let things take their course.
No, I don't mean she should pick them because they should be together.
No, that's.
Really?
Why are you doing?
What's funny about their relationship
She can do so much better.
is that
They have one?
They have switched like the stereotypical, very common male action hero with like the woman he just keeps having to save, who fucks things up, but they still end up kissing at the end. He's like, it's okay, you dumb sweetheart. That's basically what they are, except for April is the common action
It's just
hero.
frustrating
And Casey's
'cause
just like, hi, my dick's probably big.
April can do so much better.
Oh yeah, she definitely can.
There's like 4 perfectly good, perfectly green men.
Yes, and I'm sure their dicks are acceptable.
I don't condone interspecies statutory.
They would squeak while they fucked her.
All right, I gotta go.
Is he dead yet? He's laughing because he got a boo-boo. Wait, so he's still gonna... Is he gonna die? Is he gonna now,
no,
age
he's
and
mortal.
die naturally? Because I thought he was just gonna... leave. Like, be done.
Did you think he was gonna like corpse bride butterfly cloud away?
Basically, that is what I thought was gonna happen. Brothers! Maybe that's why he is Patrick Stewart's voice, is because it's like old man and young body.
Yep.
Here he goes.
He's Shadow Mordoring away. A dark elf spirit is gonna just come out of him.
He's gonna turn into the prince at the end of. Oh no, he's Thanosing.
What's gonna happen to his house? It's a big house.
This animation is way better than 2007. You'd think would be.
Well, I mean,
It's been kind of touch and
Yeah.
go. Some scenes are really, really nice, and some of them are.
yeah. I mean, you have to remember this is the same year that Ratatouille came out, and Ratatouille looks beautiful.
Yeah, but that's Pixar. I'm saying
Yeah.
unrelated to Pixar.
I'd say this is probably comparable to a 2007 DreamWorks movie.
You don't have nostrils, honey.
I think this is better.
There's no way he's in your nose. Okay, this is very sexual.
Beautiful. I wonder if there's a 4K release of this movie.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it.
I mean, the most recent I've got of these is on DVD, so I assume at some point I'll get a 4K.
Yeah, I have the Blu-rays.
Now that I don't need. References to previous films. Look! It's the lamp from the third movie.
But nobody
It's
likes.
the fucking
It's the
time
lamp.
travel
The time lamp.
tiki torch from the third film, as well as Shredder's helmet from the second one, and the broken ooze canister from the second one.
There it is.
I think that's really cool.
That is cool. I don't think I would have noticed that.
Establishing that it takes place in that continuity. I was obsessed with this movie because I thought there was gonna be more. I was like, oh, a new era is upon us. Good Turtles movies.
I'm sorry that you were so bitter.
Me and Alyssa Grapes
Mm-hmm.
were the two people I knew who'd even seen it, and we talked about it all the time. And I remember she brought the soundtrack to me. She even recently messaged me, we were just to randomly catch up.
And
the
was
first
like-
thing she brought up, she's like, "We're only the only two people who like that."
You like the Turtles?
I was like, "Yes, I do."
This
Well,
is
now
a
Benjamin
solid
likes
movie.
it.
This is a
Benjamin
really
likes
good
it.
film. This is the least painful Ninja Turtles movie
Yeah,
we've
I
ever had.
haven't really been suffering.
I would watch this again on purpose.
In what time frame?
Maybe in a couple of months.
Wow.
I love being a turtle.
He just murdered the entire audience.
Yeah. And now
This song is by, and this is the most 2007 thing about this film, Gym Class Heroes. Remember them?
no.
They were on like 2 Warped Tours and very popular for this hottest of seconds.
For this,
No,
this
not
was
for
like the
this.
height of their fame.
No, this was not the height of fame, but because they had niche,
They had fame at that point.
older teen, younger 20s fame, they got this song. It's actually a really good rap song.
So that is the 2007 TMNT.
That was comparatively painless.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Like, this was easily the most enjoyable Ninja Turtles movie I think that we've endured for this
It was the
podcast.
least bewildering.
Yeah.
It made the most sense of all of them.
And the animation was solid. The character designs were great. The mouths were weird on the turtles, but I
The
don't know.
mouths are never not weird on the turtles
Yeah.
because turtles' mouths aren't meant to move that way. The good Lord
Yeah, the
did
comic
not
artists
intend
did
it.
not think that for everyone they created.
And it makes it's a shame that that there weren't more of these because this was really like I would watch another one of these.
Were they trying to start something?
I think
with
so.
This?
What's burning?
I can't.
Oh, it's the
I
candle.
blew a candle
Oh,
out,
okay.
so it's rather
Chris,
less.
he gets his own Chris Evans.
What's no longer burning?
Sarah Mickel-Gellar. Mako is
I love that
Splinter
Mako
in
was
this.
Splinter. That's such a good
Nice.
casting choice.
Oh yeah, Kevin Smith is in
Gotta
this.
say, it makes way
He's the
more
diner
sense
cook.
than
That's like 2 lines.
Tony Shalhoub playing Splinter
Yeah.
When does Tony Shalhoub play Splinter?
in the two.
In the Michael Bay movies or the?
I mean, he'd make them, but in the two Michael Bay produced ones.
Yes. I just call them Michael Bay ones as shorthand because
Yeah.
I don't know how else to characterize them. The 2
No,
horrifying ones.
that's a great way to put it.
Some great names. Those are some good
Tara
stuff.
Strong.
Tara Strong, Billy
Great
West,
Goliath.
Jennifer Hale.
A lot of voice actory.
Yeah.
So it's like originally they had cast voice actors.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is not enough star power. We need to bring in the big guns.
Yeah.
And they
The
cast.
big guns were Chris Evans, Patrick Stewart, and Sharon Shockley.
Yeah.
Do any of the turtles have
Famous
Celebrity
people?
voices?
No, not that I.
No, it looked like they were
Pretty.
voice actors. But like Nolan North is Raphael.
Nolan North, because and John DiMaggio is Colonel Santino. Who's Colonel Santino? I don't know. Was it the Machete Man from the beginning? Possibly.
Could have been any number of people.
Wait.
No, it would have been in the jungle when
Yeah,
Leonardo
like at the
Yes,
very beginning.
yes.
We never found out what happened to that woman and her necklace. Like, why was that happening? Was it just to characterize this as a mean man with a machete who likes statement jewelry?
So Ben and Molly, Sandy asks,
Sandy.
who are your favorite turtles? I always liked Raphael as a kid because I was always drawn to snarky, smart asses.
I don't really like any of the turtles. I guess I identify most with Donatello.
Yeah, I would have
'Cause I'm
pegged
a
you for
nerd,
Donatello.
And I believe in peace.
I believe in magic.
What are his weapons?
Donatello, big stick, the bow staff.
Oh, so yeah. 'cause the
Best
bow
character
staff-
in the NES game because he had the longest reach of all of the
Okay,
weapons.
so yeah, I have a pretty long reach.
I think my reach is...
My sphere of influence. Yeah, you've
I'm
got to be-
Donatello.
you're
You have to be
Donatello.
Leonardo.
I don't want to be No one likes Leonardo. He's got a bow staff up his ass.
Yeah.
I guess maybe.
Anybody who likes Leonardo is definitely a cop.
Yeah.
Sandy says, I guess they don't have to be Ninja Turtles in particular, any turtle.
If you
will do.
liked Leonardo
Oh, but my favorite
as a
turtle
child.
you didn't ask me is Gamera, friend of all children.
Filbert from Rocko's Modern
Venus.
Life.
I like Venus.
Venus to Milo.
Venus is my favorite.
From the next mutation, yes. Yeah. We've upset the Turtles fan.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, whatever. It's just there's no point. Like, don't. It's weird
Venus.
because they give her a human woman-shaped body.
Yeah, that's what tickles me the most
And the male
about it.
turtles don't have like male-shaped
They
bodies.
have
They have
pecs.
turtle, kind of, but I mean, they don't have pecs like. They're just drawn with like a muscle outline on a turtle body.
She just cracks me
She
up.
has like hips and a fucking.
I'm gonna look up a picture of her.
Breasts, just human breasts under her shell.
Hey, everything is somebody something, Luke. Don't kink shame.
Oh my goodness.
Don't Venus shame the Venus fans out there.
Her boobies. Wow.
Let me see this picture again.
I don't like kink shaming. I'm
Oh yeah,
questioning
she's oddly
I
proportioned.
don't know how well you folks can see this.
Just Google Ninja Turtles Venus.
There's like a pin-up.
There's no turtle nips.
Turtles Venus, Google Ninja Turtles Venus.
So that is us. This
That's
is our last live stream unless we decide to do a one-off. And if we do, we'll announce it on the Twitter and the Facebook and
I
everything.
might live stream something else.
I might live stream something
I
else at
know
some other
that,
point.
like, me playing video games poorly
Yeah, that definitely has comedy value.
could be a genre.
Yeah.
Because any video game I play,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it poorly.
But we have other projects that we're working on independently, and we're also, good friends, and we'll see each other frequently. So we'll probably pop up on each other's like Instagrams at some point. But if you want to stay
And here's
abreast,
our-
And I just live in this
This is
apartment.
our son.
this is our son Luke.
Hi.
This is where.
Despite their best efforts, I grew up straight.
He's our biggest failure. Our greatest regret.
I moved to New York City for 3 years of conversion camp. It didn't work.
Didn't work. We tried.
Yeah.
He was. We made sure he was a
Yeah.
theater kid, and it still didn't take effect.
But yeah, if you want to follow us on the social media, I'm at Ben Padden on Twitter and Instagram are the main ones. But you can. I also have a Facebook page that I very rarely do anything with. Molly, where can people find you?
I'm at Molly Alice Hoy on Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter much, and Instagram is kind of touch and go. I've been very busy because I'm back in school, so I haven't been doing a whole lot of shooting the shit on social media.
Yeah.
But if you message me or something, I'll probably see it within a week or two.
Yeah. And do continue to follow us on the Life Toyetic on Twitter, because if we ever do another live stream,
anything fun, it'll show up there.
Yeah. But I think that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us for our last
And
regular
if you like
live
the film,
stream.
you can pick up the soundtrack at your local mall's
Sam
FYE.
Vinny. May I see
Like I
that?
did.
Head into
Okay.
Suncoast Records.
I got this at the FYE at the Fayette Mall.
At the Fayette Mall. Oh my
Back
god.
when FYE existed and the Fayette Mall was a place that you went.
I've been into. There's still an FY. There's still FYEs.
I Love Being a Turtle is the name of one of the songs.
Yes,
Beautiful.
It's the name of one of the pieces
It's
from the
the score.
I really like the soundtracks. They included the two best themes from the score.
I
at the
love
end.
being a turtle.
I'm indifferent towards being a turtle.
I love it.
Klaus Badley, how do you say his name? The guy you hire when you can't get Hans Zimmer. He did the Pirates films post Zimmer.
Oh.
He's a really good composer. I shouldn't have said that about
Budget.
Stylistically,
Budget Zimmer.
similar. To
Yeah.
But not, doesn't demand.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
go ahead and stop the stream now, but do keep an eye on us on the socials if we ever decide to do something like this again. If you want to keep track of what I'm doing after this, I do still do the Doctor Who role-playing game podcast called The Game of Rassilon, which you can find at thegameofrassilon.com, or you can type in thedeath.zone to find the website. Alternatively, you can just Google or search your podcast.
What about
of your
Adventures
choice.
in Time and Space?
Adventures in Space and... So it is Adventures in Time and .space is the other domain. We
See,
got that.
you did a really good job. It was so catchy that I remembered it.
Yeah, Adventures in Time and .space. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And yeah, if you like Doctor Who, if you like actual play podcasts or tabletop gaming in general, we are dropping our season finale this Wednesday, and then we are starting production on season 2 next month with the goal of releasing the first episode of season 2 in January.
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's been going so well for you. It seems like it's really...
we have produced more hours of Doctor Who content this year than the BBC did last year.
So you're winning.
We're win. That's how we
The
tell.
BBC didn't know they were competing with you.
Yeah.
But you are winning.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to stop. Thank you, as always, for those of you who were listening to the podcast. Thank you for doing that. And we look forward to sharing with you whatever we may be working on in the future, whether that's together or independently. And we really value the love and support that you guys have given us over the years. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to click the button. Thank you and goodbye.